At the beginning of the story, we see a group of tiny puppies and kittens living together under the ruins of an abandoned house. It's not much of a home, but for them, it's everything. Hidden beneath the broken structure, they've created their own little world, one filled with warmth, safety, and companionship. Among the puppies is a small baby dog who begins telling us her story. She explains how happy they all were living there, playing together, and enjoying life despite their tough surroundings. They had not one, but two mothers. One was a cat, whom they lovingly called Cat Mom, and the other was their real dog mother, Dog Mom. Together, they formed a unique but loving family. But one day, everything changes. Animal control suddenly arrives at the scene and starts capturing all the animals. Panic spreads instantly. The officers begin grabbing the puppies and kittens one by one. In the middle of the chaos, Cat Mom bravely steps in. She quickly picks up a few of the babies in her mouth and manages to carry them out to safety. The baby dog continues her story, explaining that animal control took away all of her dog siblings and even her dog mom. She was left behind, completely alone. But just when things seemed hopeless, Cat Mom returned and rescued her too, pulling her out of danger. Eventually, animal control leaves. From that moment on, Cat Mom raises the little puppy as her own. The baby dog grows up surrounded by kittens, playing with them, learning from them, and becoming part of their family in the most unexpected way. As time passes, the puppy slowly grows bigger. One day, a boy named Lucas arrives at the site with his friend Olivia. He loves animals, and he regularly comes there to feed the cats. It's something he does out of pure kindness, and over time, it becomes part of his daily routine. Then one special day, the little dog walks up to Lucas on her own. Something inside her tells her that he's a good person, someone she can trust. She starts playing with him, and almost instantly, Lucas feels a connection with her too. He grows fond of the little dog and decides to take her home with him. Lucas names her Bella and introduces her to his mom, Terry. However, there's a problem. Terry explains that their landlord doesn't allow pets, which means they can't keep Bella in the house. But Lucas can't bring himself to let her go. Ignoring the rules, he decides to keep Bella anyway, and just like that, Bella's life changes forever. For the first time, she has a real home and two humans who truly love her. She spends her days playing with Lucas, feeling safe, happy, and cared for. Terry also grows very attached to Bella, showering her with affection. Slowly but surely, Bella becomes deeply attached to both of them, forming an unbreakable bond. As time goes on, Bella grows up, but there's one thing she doesn't like at all: the waiting game. Lucas works at a hospital, and every day he has to leave for work. Whenever he goes, Bella is left behind, and she hates it. She feels sad and lonely, just waiting for him to come back home. Then one day, while Terry is returning home after taking Bella out for a walk, their neighbor Gunther approaches her. He seems annoyed and confrontational. He tells Terry that her son has been interfering with his work and has even filed a complaint against him. It turns out the land where Bella once lived, the ruins where all the cats still stay, belongs to Gunther. He wants to start construction there, but Lucas reported him because, according to the law, Gunther must safely relocate all the cats before beginning any construction. Gunther had already called animal control earlier, and some cats were taken away, but many still remained there. Now, ignoring the rules, Gunther wants to continue construction without moving the remaining cats. That's why he's angry. He complains to Terry and asks for her cooperation, but she refuses. She stands by her son and supports his decision. This only makes Gunther more furious. Before leaving, he threatens Terry and walks away. Later that night, when Lucas returns home, he finds a note on the gate. It's from their landlord. The message says that he'll be coming the next day to inspect the house. This creates a big problem. Since the landlord doesn't allow pets, Lucas and Terry decide to take Bella with them to the hospital the next day. But there's another issue. Dogs aren't allowed inside the hospital either. So Lucas secretly hides Bella in a storage room and leaves to do his work. At first, Bella stays quiet, but not for long. She starts barking, trying to call out for Lucas. Her voice echoes through the ventilation pipes, and soon people begin to notice. Hearing this, Lucas rushes back to the storage room and manages to calm her down. But just then, another man walks in. His name is Theo. Surprisingly, Theo instantly likes Bella. Instead of causing trouble, he decides to help. He takes responsibility for her and brings her to the psychology department of the hospital. There, several patients are staying for treatment of depression, and among them, we also see Terry, who has been struggling with depression for the past few months. And from here, Bella's presence is about to change more lives than anyone could have imagined. When Bella enters the hospital's psychology department, something beautiful happens. The patients there instantly light up the moment they see her. Smiles begin to appear. Laughter fills the room, and for the first time in a long while, they forget about their pain. Bella starts playing with them, moving from one person to another, spreading comfort without even trying. It's like she understands exactly what they need. And because of her, everyone begins to feel a little less alone. Terry starts bringing Bella to the hospital every day, and honestly, Bella couldn't be happier. She now has so many new friends to play with, and she becomes an important part of their healing. Bella is incredibly smart and gentle, and the way she connects with people makes everyone fall in love with her even more. But outside this happy bubble, trouble is still growing. One day, Lucas and Olivia are standing outside Lucas's house when they notice something alarming. Heavy machines have started working at the old ruins, the same place where the cats live. Gunther has begun clearing the area to start construction. Lucas rushes over and immediately stops the machines. Soon Gunther shows up and argues that he has a legal permit, which allows him to do whatever he wants on his land. But Olivia quickly steps in. She records videos of the cats still living there and reports the situation to the animal board. Because of that evidence, Gunther's permit gets cancelled. And just like that, Gunther is furious. That very night, a man from animal control arrives at Lucas's house. His name is Chuck. He informs Lucas that a complaint has been filed against him because he owns a pit bull. And in Denver, pit bulls are banned. Chuck warns him clearly, if Bella is ever seen outside again, they will take her away. Hearing this completely breaks Lucas. And the truth is, Chuck is actually Gunther's friend. This was all part of Gunther's revenge. From the next day on, Lucas keeps Bella strictly inside the house. But one day, everything goes wrong. Bella spots a squirrel outside and instinctively chases after it, jumping out through the window. Lucas runs after her, trying to bring her back. But before he can reach her, Officer Chuck shows up again. This time, he doesn't hesitate. Chuck starts taking Bella away and threatens Lucas. If he doesn't hand her over, he'll be arrested too. Left with no choice, Lucas is forced to let Bella go. And just like that, Bella is taken to an animal shelter. At the shelter, she's locked up with other dogs. But Bella, being the smart and gentle dog she is, behaves perfectly. She believes that if she stays calm and doesn't cause any trouble, they'll let her go. But that doesn't happen. 2 long days pass. Finally, Lucas arrives at the shelter and pays a fine to bring Bella back home. The moment Bella sees him, her joy is uncontrollable. She missed him more than anything, but their relief doesn't last long. A shelter officer warns Lucas that if Bella is caught again, next time, she won't be coming back. Hearing this terrifies him. So with a heavy heart, Lucas makes a painful decision. He sends Bella away to live with his relatives, who stay about 600 kilometers outside Denver. He believes this is the only way to keep her safe, but Bella doesn't understand any of this. All she knows is, Lucas left her. Even though his relatives take very good care of her, Bella constantly misses Lucas. Meanwhile, after a few days, Lucas manages to find a new house outside Denver, finally a place where Bella can safely live with him. He calls his relatives and tells them he'll come the next day to bring Bella back home. They share this news with Bella, but she doesn't fully understand. She only hears Lucas's name, and suddenly, all her emotions come rushing back. She misses him more than ever, but Bella doesn't know that Lucas is coming for her. Instead, she believes she has to find him on her own. The very next day, she gets her chance. She jumps over the fence and escapes, running in the direction she was brought from, determined to find Lucas. Bella knows she's far away from home, so she begins her long journey through the wilderness. She walks all day, until she's completely exhausted. That night, she sleeps in the forest, but keeps waking up again and again, surrounded by unfamiliar sounds and strange animals. Still, Bella is brave. She doesn't give up. The next morning, she gets up and continues moving forward. Soon, hunger starts to kick in. She spots a rabbit and chases it, hoping to catch it, but wild rabbits are too fast, and Bella fails. After wandering for a while, she finally sees a small town and heads inside, searching for food. Everything there is unfamiliar. She doesn't know anyone, and she keeps roaming the streets looking for something to eat. Then she spots 3 dogs. Curious and hopeful, Bella approaches them. They turn out to be pet dogs too, just out on their own, searching for food like her. Slowly, Bella befriends them. Together they go around different shops, where kind shopkeepers give them scraps of food. Bella follows along and finally gets something to eat. For the first time since she left, she's not hungry. But when night falls, the other dogs return to their homes. Bella has nowhere to go. Still, she doesn't let sadness stop her. Instead, she keeps moving forward, leaving the town behind and continuing her journey to find Lucas. Now, thanks to her new friends, Bella has learned how to survive. Whenever she feels hungry, she goes near people and finds a way to get food. And step by step, she keeps getting closer to home. Meanwhile, back home, Lucas is completely heartbroken after losing Bella. He searches everywhere for her, putting up posters all over the city with her picture, hoping that someone might spot her and call him. He refuses to give up, but the sad reality is, Bella only approaches humans when she's hungry. Out there, Bella continues her journey through the wilderness. One day, as she's walking through the forest, she suddenly hears a gunshot. Curious and cautious, she follows the sound, and what she finds is heartbreaking. A cougar lies dead on the ground, killed by hunters. Bella slowly approaches the body, trying to understand what happened, but then the hunters return. Sensing danger immediately, Bella hides in a nearby bush, and that's when she notices something else, a small cougar cub, hiding quietly, looking just like a scared little cat. In that moment, Bella realizes the truth. The cougar that was killed was this cub's mother. Seeing the helpless cub instantly reminds Bella of her own past, how her mother was taken away from her in a similar way. That memory hits deep. Without hesitation, Bella gently calls the cub to follow her and leads it away from that place. She wants to protect it, to save it from the same cruel fate, and the cub follows. From that moment on, Bella refuses to leave it behind. The cub is still very small and vulnerable, so Bella begins caring for it, just like her cat mom once cared for her. Now, Bella becomes the cub's dog mom. Every day she goes into nearby towns or even human camps to find food, then brings it back to feed the cub. Slowly but surely, the little cougar starts growing stronger. Days turn into weeks, and the cub grows bigger. Eventually, it learns how to hunt on its own. Now the roles begin to shift. The cougar goes out to hunt, while Bella waits for it to return. Sometimes the cougar even brings fish back for Bella. For a while, they become a family. But one day, everything takes a dangerous turn. Bella and the cougar are near a river when a pack of wild dogs spots them. The dogs surround them, growling and closing in. The cougar, frightened, quickly climbs onto a broken tree for safety. But Bella stays on the ground, barking loudly, trying to scare the dogs away. The pack moves closer and closer, ready to attack. And just when things are about to get worse, some humans suddenly arrive, shouting and chasing the wild dogs away. The cougar, afraid of humans, immediately runs off into the forest. But Bella stays behind. The people take Bella with them to their camp. While checking her collar, they notice her name and Lucas's phone number written on it. One of them tries calling Lucas, but he doesn't pick up. Instead, they hear his recorded voicemail message. The moment Bella hears Lucas's voice, her whole face lights up with excitement. She recognizes him instantly. But before anything more can happen, the cougar suddenly reappears. Startled and scared, the people run away, accidentally leaving behind their phone and Bella's collar. Bella quickly grabs some food and runs back into the forest with the cougar. The next day, winter begins to settle in. Snow starts falling across the forest, and surprisingly, Bella loves it. It reminds her of the time she spent playing in the snow with Lucas. Those memories bring her comfort. Bella hears the sound of a dog barking. She quickly runs toward it and finds a man who has come to the mountains for skiing, along with his dog. The two dogs immediately run toward each other, curious and friendly, but suddenly, disaster strikes. The snow beneath them begins to shift, and within seconds, an avalanche crashes down. The man gets buried under the snow. Without wasting a moment, Bella and the other dogs start digging frantically, trying to save him. Soon, two more men arrive, Taylor and Gavin. They quickly call a rescue team. Thankfully, the man is rescued and taken to the hospital. But the rescue team doesn't take the dogs with them, so Gavin decides to take both dogs home with him. He's a kind man who truly loves animals, and he wants to keep them safe. Bella stays with Gavin for a few months. He takes good care of her, but deep down she still misses the cougar, and more than anything, Lucas. Later, when the rescued man recovers, Gavin tries to return his dog to him. But surprisingly, the man refuses to take his dog back. So now both dogs stay with Gavin. One day, Gavin and Taylor take the dogs out for a walk in the forest and remove their leashes, letting them run freely. And that's when Bella makes her decision. She says goodbye to the other dog and runs off again. She continues her journey, determined to find Lucas. Eventually, she reaches another city. Hungry and desperate, she sneaks into a shop and steals some chicken to eat. But this time, someone notices her. A man named Axel, who is homeless, catches Bella and ties her up with a rope. At first it seems harsh, but Axel isn't a bad person. In fact, he starts keeping Bella with him while begging on the streets, because people are more generous when they see her. Bella feels safe with Axel. He feeds her well and takes care of her. But there's one problem: he never lets her go. And even though she's cared for, Bella still longs for one thing: to be free and to find her way back to Lucas. A few months pass, and winter returns once again. By now, Axel has become very sick, weak and exhausted. He moves away from the city and settles near a quiet riverside, far from everyone. Bella stays right by his side, loyal as always. One day, Axel notices something important. Bella has been chewing on her rope, and it's almost broken. Afraid that she might run away, he replaces it with a heavy metal chain and then lies down to rest. But this time, he never wakes up. Axel passes away. Bella is left there, completely alone, still tied to the chain. She understands that Axel is gone, but she can't leave. She's trapped. Days go by. Bella waits, hoping that anyone will come. She grows weaker with every passing hour. Right in front of her is a river, but she can't reach it. 5 days pass. She's severely dehydrated, barely able to move. Slowly, she drags herself as close to the river as the chain allows, and lies there, exhausted. And just when it feels like the end, 2 kids ride by on their bicycles. They notice Bella, and something doesn't feel right. When they get closer, they see Axel's lifeless body and Bella chained beside him. Without wasting a moment, they remove Bella's collar and free her. The second she's free, Bella rushes to the river and drinks desperately, finally quenching her thirst. strength slowly returns to her body, and then, without hesitation, she continues her journey to find Lucas. By now, 2 winters have passed since she first left home, and she still hasn't reached Denver. Bella keeps moving through the forest, determined as ever, but danger isn't done with her yet. One day, a pack of wild dogs spots her and begins chasing her down. Bella runs as fast as she can, but suddenly, she reaches the edge of a massive cliff. There's nowhere left to go. The dogs surround her and attack. Bella struggles trying to fight back, but she's outnumbered. And then, out of nowhere, the cougar returns. Now fully grown and powerful, it charges in and drives the wild dogs away, saving Bella's life. It's been a whole year since they last saw each other. Bella is overwhelmed with joy. She runs to the cougar, greeting it with pure love, and the cougar clearly remembers her too. For a brief moment, they're reunited. The next day, Bella and the cougar walk together out of the forest, and that's when Bella sees it, a city in the distance. Something about it feels familiar, and suddenly, it hits her. She's finally back. This is Lucas's city. Overwhelmed with excitement, Bella says goodbye to the cougar, one last emotional farewell, and runs toward the city. But there's one final obstacle, a busy highway. Cars are speeding past in every direction. Bella tries to cross carefully at first, but suddenly, she ends up right in front of an oncoming car. She narrowly escapes, but the situation spirals out of control. Cars begin crashing into each other, chaos spreading across the road. Bella runs for her life, reaching the other side. But even there, more collisions happen. In the middle of it all, Bella gets hit by a car. She's injured. Her leg is hurt. But even then, she doesn't stop, because she has only one goal: to find Lucas. In pain, exhausted, but determined, Bella finally reaches his old house. Her heart fills with joy as she walks inside, but something feels off. Everything looks different, and more importantly, Lucas isn't there. There's no trace of his scent. He's gone. Unaware that Lucas has moved outside the city, Bella slowly sits down, heartbroken once again. The new homeowner sees Bella and calls animal control, but then, Bella sees a familiar face. Her cat mom. For a moment, happiness returns. But before anything more can happen, Officer Chuck arrives. The same man who once took her away. He recognizes Bella instantly, but this time, Bella reacts first. She spots him, jumps out through a window, and runs away. Now Bella has only one place left to go: the hospital, the place where she and Lucas shared so many memories. Bella runs there and enters the building, searching desperately for him. This time, dogs are allowed inside, and she's surprised to see other dogs walking around freely, something she once had to hide from. She keeps searching, following her instincts, her memories, and eventually, she reaches the hospital park. And there, she finds her old friends again. Theo and his friends instantly recognize Bella the moment they see her, and they're overjoyed. After everything that's happened, seeing her again feels like a miracle. Bella is just as happy, wagging her tail, soaking in the love from familiar faces. But then, everything changes in a single moment. Bella spots Lucas. He's right there in the park, and Lucas sees her too. Without thinking, they both run toward each other. Time almost seems to slow down. After 2.5 long years apart, they're finally together again. Lucas drops to his knees and wraps his arms around Bella, holding her tightly. He can't believe it's really her. Bella, overwhelmed with joy, starts licking his face, unable to contain her happiness. It's not just a reunion, it's home. Soon, Terry and Olivia arrive, and together they rush Bella toward the hospital because she's badly injured. But just as they're about to take her inside, Officer Chuck shows up. And this time, he's not alone. He brings his entire team with him, ready to take Bella away. But now things are different. No one is willing to let Bella go. Everyone stands their ground, refusing to send her back to the shelter. The bond they share with her is too strong. Chuck starts threatening them, saying he'll arrest everyone if they interfere. And just when the situation is about to escalate, another officer arrives, his superior Mika. Mika tries to calm things down and reason with everyone, but no one is ready to listen. Theo, Terry, and the others stand firm. They make it clear if anyone wants to take Bella, they'll have to go through all of them, because they're not just ordinary people, they're former military soldiers, and they're ready to protect her. Mika reminds them that it's his duty to enforce the law. In Denver, pit bulls are banned, and by law, Bella must be taken. But then Lucas steps forward. He explains that the hospital is a government facility, which means Denver city laws don't apply the same way here. Mika pauses, and then he agrees. He tells his officers to stand down and leave. Relief spreads across everyone's faces, but Chuck, still bitter, throws one last threat at Lucas. If he ever sees Bella again out on the streets, he'll take her. This time, Mika hears it, and he's not pleased. He turns to Chuck and tells him that multiple complaints have already been filed against him for misconduct and mistreating civilians. And because of that, Chuck is removed from field duty. Hearing this, everyone feels a huge sense of relief. For the first time, Bella is truly safe. A few days later, life finally feels peaceful again. Bella is back where she belongs, living with Lucas. And not only that, Lucas and Olivia are now married, starting a new chapter together. Bella runs freely through her home, happy, safe, and surrounded by love. After everything she's been through, she's finally back, where she was always meant to be. And in the final scene, we return to the forest. The cougar stands quietly, now fully grown, and beside it is a small cub. Together they look toward the distant city, a silent reminder of a bond that once changed both their lives. And with that, Bella's journey comes to an end. If you liked this video, check out the next one. It's a true story where a dog saves multiple kids' lives. Don't miss it.